Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Joe Chaffee on this Thursday mid-morning, doing a bit of a special live stream here this morning because we do have the table being set for some severe weather later today. I'm going to start with the updated Storm Prediction Center and what they are forecasting here. And let me just widen this up so you can take a look. And this is the real-time radar behind it going on. They've added a slight risk of severe weather for southern New England, the Hudson Valley, all of New Jersey, easternmost Pennsylvania, and including Long Island. And you can also see there's a second area of slight risk from Ohio back through Indiana, and Illinois, actually from just about to western Pennsylvania all the way back into south central Illinois. And embedded in all of that is a larger area of marginal risk. And not a surprise, really, when we take a look at what's going on this morning already. You've got the table being set with a really, really fast warm-up this morning that's going on already. I'm going to show you, these are 10 a.m. weather conditions. Already temperatures at or above 90 across Long Island, back to New York City, northeastern and parts of central New Jersey and southeastern Pennsylvania. We're probably going to see temperatures up at around 94 or 5. Also, the winds are predominantly from the west, and that's important, especially for coastal areas. Now that the water temperatures have warmed up into the low 70s in some places, the marine influence is going to be minimal. We've noticed that for the last week to 10 days. We're starting to see more and more downpours and thunderstorms surviving as they move southeastward. And I'm thinking that today we're setting up for some strong thunderstorms for all areas, including coastal areas. Although, the tendency is that for areas just inland of the coast, they're likely to be stronger. But we are definitely at risk for severe weather today. So let me just show you, at least from what's going on this morning. We'll get the latest satellite loop here up and widen that out for you. There we go. And you can see here, there's kind of an east-west weather front that's dropping southward. And when you have that type of a setup, at least for the areas from eastern Pennsylvania through southern New England, and you get a predominantly west wind, or at most a west-southwest wind. So the west wind makes it very hot, and the push down of the front, you've got a couple of strong upper air disturbances evident on the satellite loop here. There's one now moving across Pennsylvania. You can see clouds racing eastward. That's probably going to cut the heating off shortly after lunchtime or early afternoon. So we're likely to see these thunderstorms start to fire up in a big way during the mid-afternoon, and then take us right through the evening commute. And you notice how the cloud line really pretty much extends east-west. So it lines up very well with the indicated severe weather risk that the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting for today. So I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on that. Let me just show you the current radar, the current regional radar. And I'll move that. I'm getting a little better with trying to, maneuver these things with the mouse. There we go. So here we have it. Here's that complex now that's moving, that covers northwestern Pennsylvania. So that's going to be the area. Eventually, as this area moves eastward, you're going to see probably a fairly decent line of storms. That, when I say decent, I mean strong. I don't mean that they're decent in a human way, but you're probably going to see a rather strong line of storms develop out of all of this. So just pay attention and keep your eye to the sky. We've got all sorts of heat advisories up, and also excessive heat warnings up. It's a very hot, very humid day that is happening. So let's go to the chat now. And Abedin Durakovic, good morning to you. Calden Williams, thank you. I appreciate the kind words about the stream. I'm going to be trying to do these more and more often. Louise Reese, so happy I called this 2 days ago about slight risk with the front nearby. It's hard to forecast SPC outlooks. I agree. There's so much variability that could occur with these SPC outlooks. and they are tough. And the Cade values, those are the meteorological values that we use to evaluate the risk of severe weather, are very high today. And Louis Cerise, you make a very good point about that. Raymond Gilbalt, I hope that I'm getting your guys' names right. Area marginal risk for Saratoga County to Albany. Yeah, you're on the northern edge. This looks like the way the front times out. This looks like it's going to wind up being a little bit the better chance for the severe weather is going to be south of I-90. And no sea breeze today, correct, Lewis? The ocean sea breeze now. We're at the time of the year where that becomes less and less of a factor. And a good morning to Nathaniel Knight and Pam Z. Good morning to you. So we're going to keep this one short, and we want you to keep an eye to the sky this afternoon into this evening. Tomorrow, we're going to have more of an ocean wind and a lot of clouds. So I think from central New Jersey, north and northeastward, temperatures are going to have a tough time in the 70s, and in parts of southern New England, it probably won't be getting out of the 60s, but this should all, and we're going to get some rain out of this too, and some places could get some heavy rain. This should all transition to a decent weekend with sunshine and lower humidity. And Lewis, you make another good point. Yes, these thunderstorms that develop later this afternoon into this evening are likely to be slow moving, which means that flash flooding could be a big issue. I would not be surprised at all if you see some of these thunderstorms put down some 2 to 3 inch rain amounts in a big hurry. So flash flooding. Oh, it's ABC TV Lou. Oh, very good. I'm glad you're on here, Lewis. We've talked before. So flash flooding, I think, could very well be a big issue in some places. So just pay attention to all of that as we move forward and be extra cautious. And pretty soon will be the Saturday, and we'll have a really nice weekend. DG is good. Sun's out, guns out. I got my short sleeve T-shirt on today, so yeah. Trying to stay cool. I got my hair cut. My cold is better after a good night's sleep. So I'm getting slowly but surely back to some semblance of normalcy. All right, folks, have a great rest of your Thursday. Be safe out there. Try to stay cool, and we'll check back with you probably sometime late this evening.